Hi, so welcome to our fourth practice. We're going to start to slowly slow it down, but keep a little bit of heat in this practice. And hopefully this is a great practice that you can enjoy throughout the day, whether the beginning of your day, right early, rise and shine in the morning, or before you go to bed. Okay, so let's start. So we're going to start in a comfortable child's pose. So we're going to widen the knees as wide as the mat, keep the toes together, and we're going to sink our upper bodies all the way down. So we're releasing the back all the way from the lumbar spine, the thoracics, to the cervical spine, the back of the neck. Regulate your breath here. So we're going to release the shoulders. We're going to bring the left hand more central to the mat, and bring the right hand all the way underneath, over towards the left, and bring the right ear to press onto the mat. Should feel really nice on the outer shoulders, the outer upper arms. Breathe here. On your next inhale, release, and we'll swap sides. So bring the right hand central to the mat, and bring that left arm underneath. And allow the head to rest. See if you can press the left ear into the mat. Deep inhale, deep exhale. That's lovely. Coming all the way out, extend the arms nice and long, spread the fingers, and then we're going to bring our hands to plant on the mat, and we're coming to an all fours to begin with. So inhale, dip the belly, bring the gaze forward, activating the spine. Exhale, round the spine, bring the chin towards the chest. Inhale. And exhale. Inhaling and exhaling. Okay, so keeping the spine rounded, chin towards chest, tuck the back toes, lift the knees a couple of inches above the mat. Take a deep inhale. Exhaling, we'll lift the hips high for a downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, bend the knees if you need to, if this is your first practice of the day. And then when you feel you have moved the legs, shaped the hips, you can start to descend the heels closer towards the mat. Take a deep inhale, deep exhale. Okay, we're going to engage the core, add a little bit of fire into our practice. As you inhale, we're going to bring our body weight forward into plank. Deep inhale. Exhale back to your downward facing dog. Lift the hips. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Inhale one more time. Forwards, nice and strong. Exhale. Lift the hips. That's lovely. And we're going to be thinking about opening up the heart in this practice. So bring the right foot more central to the mat. Left foot lifts high for three-legged dog. Make sure the hips are still square. Point the toes. As you exhale, bend the left knee, and we're going to bring it all the way over towards towards the right elbow. Take a diagonal stretch, engaging the core. Exhale, three-legged dog. Exhaling, bend the knee over towards the left elbow this time. Hover here, and then we're going to bring it all the way down to the wrist. Elbow, wrist, elbow, wrist, elbow, wrist, and then all the way up. That's lovely, really nice. Okay, bend the left knee again and bring it towards the right glute. And bring the left hip to stack on top of the right, so opening up the hips. Either staying here, trying to open up the hips as much as possible, or bring more weight over towards the right-hand side until that left foot drops all the way down. Keep the right leg extended, open up the chest for wild thing. Bring your gaze to your left thumb. Take a deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale, come back to center, engage the core. Come back to your three-legged dog. That's really lovely if you gave that a go. Exhaling, bend the left knee again, and we're coming all the way back to the left elbow. This time wrist, and then bring the leg all the way down for Sukha Ekapatasana pigeon. So the left leg is bent, flex the left foot and you bring the gaze forward. If you find your hips rising a lot higher than your knees, either insert a pillow or a block underneath the hips so you can start to ground a little bit more and make sure the hips are still square. I'm going to bring the gaze forward, plant the hands, breathe here. Flex the toes. So this should feel really good for the hips. And the more flexible you get in the hips, the further away this left foot can get away from the hips. The closer they are towards the hips, the easier it should be on the hip flexors. So either staying here, pushing through the hands, or exhaling, you can come to your forearms. This is also a great position that you can come into, maybe when you're watching TV. And instead of sitting on a sofa where our hips seize up, you can keep them open and happy if you come into pigeon. Okay, so bring the gaze forward. Try and bring the spine nice and low as you open up the shoulders and bring your gaze forward. We're going to stay here for a couple breaths. We want to feel the sensations and the effects of this posture. Okay, we're going to bring our hands back to our mat. Inhale, open up the chest. We're going to tuck the back toes, lift the back kneecap, and come back to your downward facing dog. Both feet on the mat. That's lovely. Shake out the legs if you need to. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Okay, make sure that left foot is central to the mat. Right foot lifts all the way up, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend the right knee, and we're bringing it over towards the left elbow to begin with. Diagonal stretch. Exhale, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee, bring it over towards the elbow, right elbow this time, then wrist. Elbow, wrist. We're engaging the core here. Few pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way up. That's lovely. Either staying here or we're gonna bring that right hip to stack on top of the left. Bring that right foot as close as you can towards the left glute. Either stay here or bring more and more weight over towards the left-hand side until that right foot falls, left leg extends. Wild thing. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Engage the core. Bring the right hand back. Lift the right leg, three-legged dog. Deep inhale. Exhale, bend the right knee, and we're going to bring it all the way towards the right elbow again. Wrist, and then plant it all the way down for your pigeon. That's lovely. Inhale, open up the chest. Flex that right foot if you need a cushion or a block underneath the hips. This is your time to get it. Lengthen the spine, staying here or exhaling. Going to your forearms. We're going to take a few breaths here. Use your breath. Okay, when you are ready, bring your hands back towards the mat, lift the chest. We'll tuck the back toes, lift the kneecap. And coming back to our downward facing dog, both feet on the mat, that's lovely. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Another inhale. As you exhale, lift the heels high, bend the knees. Couple of inches hover above the mat. Deep inhale, engage the core. Exhaling all the way down. Okay, we're lifting ourselves up. Stay on your knees. We're going to try a back bend. So just to begin with, allow this core here to relax. So as we go backwards, we have this tendency to engage our core and then we become really rigid, and we do this because we're trying to protect our back. So obviously this is a human reaction to going backwards. So obviously this is with practice, and if it doesn't pinch your lumbar spine, you can open up your chest and come more back. But if it does hurt, you know where your limits are. So this is camel that we're going to try. So to begin with, I'll show you a couple of variations that you can try. So we're going to bring our hands to our lower back, so kind of where our kidneys would be. Wrap the elbows behind you, so they're kind of parallel to each other. Open up the chest, and we're just going to open up the chest as much as you can, all the way back. Coming to a place where you feel comfortable. Take a deep inhale. Deep exhale. Inhale, engage the core, come all the way back. That's lovely. Okay, I'm going to show you a second variation. So first variation, doing exactly the same. Bring the elbows behind and opening up the chest. If you are comfortable with that, you can open up the chest and then reach the hands for the tops of the ankles and release the head back for camel. So wherever you are, hands on the back or holding the ankles, take 2 breaths. That's lovely. Wherever you are, if you had your hands on your ankles, bring them back to the lower back and then slowly release all the way out. Just to release the spine and the back of the neck, we'll bring our glutes to touch the feet. Keep the knees close together this time, and then wrap the arms all the way to interlace behind you for a child's pose. Deep inhale, deep exhale. On your next inhale, keep the head on the mat. We're going to bring the arms out in front of you. And as you, on your next inhale, bring your gaze forward. Bring the forearms to ground onto the mat, widen the fingertips, press into the forearms, bring the body weight forward, and reach the legs back. We're coming into Sphinx. So we're opening up the chest and pressing through the forearms. So if this pinches the lower back, you can bring the legs a little bit wider, but if you can, try and zip all the way up from the feet to the inner thighs and push through the forearms. Lower the shoulders and bring the gaze up, lifting the chin, extending the neck. Breathe here. So we're thinking about opening up the chest and also engaging our lumbar spine and the back muscles, the back legs. These are things we don't get usually engaged with exercise. When we do exercise, we engage a lot of the front muscles, like the thighs, the biceps. So this is a time to really focus on the back of us. As you exhale, we're going to bring the hands to the sides of you. And then we're going to release the hands all the way down, palms facing up. We're going to take a couple of Shalabhasana. As you inhale, engage the feet to lift the legs, the chest, the arms for Shalabhasana. Bring the gaze forward. So it's more about lengthening than lifting up. So thinking about lengthening like a long line of energy. See if you can zip the legs and close to each other, engage your arms, your legs, deep inhale. Exhale all the way down. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Okay, inhale all the way up, lift. Either staying here or you can reach the arms out in front of you. Deep inhale. Deep exhale. Take another inhale. Exhale, release all the way down. Okay, final one. Inhale, lift the legs, arms, chest, chin. Either staying here, Shalabhasana, or bring the arms forwards, or you can take a little swim. 4, 5, wherever you are, 4, 3, point the toes, 3, 2, 1, and release all the way down. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Then we're going to tent the fingers wide, almost like a spider. Bring them out wide as you inhale, baby cobra. Lift the chest and the head. Exhale, release. Inhale, push a little bit higher. Lifting the chest, exhale all the way down. Inhale, make this your biggest cobra yet. Lift up, maybe, and extend the arms. Exhaling all the way down. Lovely. Okay, tuck the back toes, lift the kneecaps, push with the hands. Come to your plank and then downward facing dog. Deep inhale, deep exhale. And I think you know what we're going to come into. So you can either step or hop. You're going to bring the feet outside of the hands. Or your Malasana, yogi squat. I'm now going to try and incorporate these into every class. Deep inhale, exhale. We're going to bring the sit bones down for your Navasana. So either bring your hands to the backs of the legs or extend the arms out. Or if you have a strong core, extend the legs. Exhale, hover, inhale up. Exhale, hover, inhale up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly release the legs all the way down and bring yourself up to Tadasana. Bring the hands by your side. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, lift the arms. Flex the feet towards you. We're going to take a forward fold. Inhale, coming forward. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Should feel really, really nice. And use your breath to find movement in this place of stillness. So inhale, lengthening, opening up the chest and exhaling. See if you can come deeper. It doesn't matter where you are, your hands can be on your thighs, maybe touching the legs. We all have to start somewhere. But your breath and finding movement in your upper body can really, really help for a pose such as this. Okay, a couple more breaths. That's lovely. Lift all the way up. And then wrap the arms forwards. We're coming all the way onto our backs. Bend the knees. And we're going to bring the heels as close as you can towards the glutes. We're going to bring the hands by the sides of you. Push through the hands. And as you inhale, engage the inner thighs. Keep the knees parallel as you lift the hips all the way up. So we have a few options here. You can either stay with your hips lifted, but if you want to lift up a little more, bring the shoulders underneath your spine and interlace the fingers so we can lift up higher. You want to be engaging the core, not squeezing from the glutes. Try and remember to keep those knees parallel. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Inhale. Exhale, if you had the fingers interlaced, release the shoulders, the hands, and come all the way down. Okay, a little bit of an intermediate position to add into our practice. Again, something you can try with time, or you might be already there. We're going to press the hands, push through the feet, stay here in your bridge, interlace the fingers if you want. Or we're going to bring the hands by the sides of the ears and push through the hands till you come to your head and then come all the way up for your Chakrasana wheel. Wherever you are, we're going to take a deep breath in, deep breath out. Take another deep breath in. And a deep breath out wherever you are. Come slowly down if you're in Chakrasana, head first. And then all the way down. Okay, bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock from side to side. And then we'll rock all the way up and down until you come into a comfortable seated position. Okay. Hands come to the knees. Take a moment to see how you feel. How are your legs, your hips, your core, your shoulders? How do all these parts of your body feel? And one thing to remember in yoga is that although we can target sections of the body, for example, our hips, every posture you practice will be targeting almost every muscle in your body when you're practicing it right. So that's another thing to consider, that this is overall toning for your body. Again, thank you so much for joining me in this practice and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much.